and shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand. Let me swiftly carry out thy command. So we shall flow river forth to thee, and teeming with souls shall it ever be.
In nomine Patri.
Et Filii. Spiritus Sancti.
How's it going, YouTube? Collective Future here, doing a review on Tom Clancy's The Division. The game is going on almost 3 weeks now being released, and this is a good amount of time, I think, to fully play a game, get your opinion on it before doing a review. So, I'm going to make this as quick as possible as we can. Don't want to bore you with stuff. Let's start with the gameplay of the game. I thought the gameplay was really good. It was smooth. It was easy. The gunplay was really nice. Cover to cover was amazing. Probably one of the best additions into the game. The way that you can actually not have to take cover but still remain yourself concealed and give yourself that mobility to still dodge a grenade or something like that is still really nice. Just like it was in the beta. I thought the beta was phenomenal as well. So, not much changed gameplay-wise aside from now more of the guns, I guess, a little more useful. Like LMGs, I actually see people using them now from the beta. They were pretty shit, and aside from just scaring the enemy to shit their pants by having a 75 round clip laying into them or laying it over their head continuously, there's really no point to having them. But now they seem to have given them a little bit of power, especially the high-end ones. The high-end LMGs are ridiculous. If you get your hands on one, I highly recommend trying it out because it is nuts. We have the environment of the game. I thought the environment was beautiful. A lot of people say that the graphics are shit for this game, but it's really, I mean, it felt like I was going through a disease-infested New York, I guess. It was very pretty. Depending on what portion of Manhattan you were in, it really, some of the cars, look like they've been there for a really long time, but, buried in snow. You'd be 1 second running through the streets and it'd be clear as, clear, beautiful day it looked like, and then 5 minutes later you'd be in a gunfight with a blizzard going on. So that addition to the game is really cool. A lot of things that people don't notice, two little minor things that they added in the game that they didn't even have to, was one, when your character is looking down a scope, they actually close their eye while they squint when they're out there. I guess you would close your eye that you're looking down this, not using the scope to look down on. And the other one is the barrels of the gun get hot after a while of being fired continuously. A lot of people don't notice those two things, and those two really cool additions to the game. There's other things too, like when doing the emote to surrender, a lot of people don't notice, like some games wouldn't take this into account. You still got your finger on the trigger and you're holding it into the air. But on here, your index finger is removed off the trigger and you're actually looking like you're going to surrender. And that's another minor detail that probably gets overlooked because people don't pay attention or don't notice something like that just because they don't care. But it's the little things like that in a game that I really look for, because those are the things that show that this company, this development team, put time and effort into trying to make the game the best that they could and give you those little extra things that games don't do. Like, I think, I might be wrong, it's been a while since I've played it, but we're going to go off a little topic here. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I think, is the first COD game to have your feet. They show your feet, which for me, in a first-person shooter, that is like one of the biggest beefs I always have. Halo has done it since the first one. You look down, you see your feet. Advanced Warfare might have done that, but I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played that game. But yeah, I thought those are those little things in games that I look for, because it shows that they actually cared this time around, or they actually cared about the game in general. They put their heart, they had passion about it, and that's what makes a game really good. We have the Dark Zone, which is PvP, endgame PvE, I guess you could call it, And going rogue, so much fun. It's kind of like a built-in trolling system to the game, to where you can just go and just start killing, just kill people, just for no reason, you know. Yeah, if they do get you, you're penalized, but as long as you're having fun, something like that, I guess, doesn't really matter. And then you can, you know, go around patrolling, killing the named enemies for Phoenix credits and loot. You don't get as many Phoenix credits as you used to before, I heard. With the update, you used to get, like I said, between 10 and 15, somebody said. I didn't actually do it, so I don't know for sure. But now you only get like 1 to 2, and if you're real lucky, they'll be generous and drop you 3. So you gotta look forward to that sometimes. You can get high-end items from them too. That's always nice. You know, it feels like that whole thing of a little Diablo aspect to it, where you kill that enemy and you're just like, oh my god, like I just got a legendary, I just got a high-end, like this is awesome. You know, I mean, most likely it'll be shit. Gear usually is shit unless you get lucky. But other than all that, this game, the gaming magazines and a lot of gaming websites gave this game very poor ratings. I'm giving it a 9 myself, because the beta was nice, the beta was solid, and the game itself is solid. It's really one of those rare games that there's not very many problems with it on a daily basis. I mean, it has its lag every now and again, but usually when I lag on the game, it's because the person who's hosting the game for me has got a shit connection. So that's why I lag. But otherwise, game's damn near flawless for me for connection-wise. And you get positioned in a queue, and it's, you know, I was positioned the second day it came out at like 10,000 something, and I was in like a minute and a half. I was already playing the game. So it seems like the game queue is just there to troll you a little bit, be like, oh, you have to wait a little bit longer to play to get your fix in. It's not as addicting as other games, which is nice, because you don't even, it's one of those games you don't have to put so much time and effort into to worry about being able to play like you did with the game like Destiny. Like, you have to put so much time and effort into that piece of game. It's not a piece of shit. It's Destiny is a poster child for trolling its players. It has done a phenomenal job at it for the past 2 years. I think it's almost been out for, I think in September it'll be 2 years. So a year and a half that's been out. It's been phenomenal at trolling people, trolling its community. The Division doesn't seem to do that too much. It's a Tom Clancy game. Tom Clancy almost always delivers. And I think this time they did a really excellent job. But with that, let's just wrap it up. Give the game a 9. Everything about it was pretty nice, but it's not perfect, so it can't be a 10. With that being said, hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Comments are always really nice to see. So are likes. You can dislike it if you want, but I mean, it won't hurt my feelings really, so it doesn't matter. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Say if you love her, let her go. And I'm not going to bombard you with cliches, but what I will say